I'm the Prince, and today is a special day because I'll be talking about the Trail series, the most complete JRPG series in history. Hands up, this is cinema. The Legend of Heroes represents the ultimate sense of organic and journey and is one of the most underrated series of all time, thanks to the ideas it has built and brought to life, and for feeling as alive as real life. Known for its engaging plot, vast world, and deep characters, the Trails franchise is frequently considered one of the best in the genre, but the mistake in this consideration is to say one of the best because it's the freaking best, the number one. It's my favorite game, as you can see, the greatest game of all time in my opinion, and I will try to tell you why everything in this story is so good, and present you the Trails arcs. The Trails franchise, also known as the Legend of Heroes, is developed by Nihon Falcon. What sets Trails apart from other JRPGs is its meticulous world building and the interconnection between its stories and characters, with each game serving as a direct sequel to the previous one. Each game is a piece of a larger puzzle, creating an immersive experience rich in detail. The structure of the series is as follows. It's divided into arcs, each telling the story of its respective protagonists. Once the story of the protagonist concludes, we are introduced to new characters in a different nation or location, and this tales continues to evolve. These are the tales of the legendary heroes.
それに空の女神よ、あの子たちの足元をどうか照らし出してくれ。この大いなる空の下、自らの道を見つけられるように。
We can begin with the first arc, Trails in the Sky. This arc is presented and explored through the protagonist Stella Bright and her antagonist, her brother Joshua Bright, as they face a series of events threatening the kingdom of Liberia. This arc is considered the grand prologue of Trails, and it performs its role almost perfectly. In the Trails world there are various countries and nations, and Trails in the Sky brilliantly introduces characters from these nations who will be important for the series in the near future, subtly presenting a bit about them and the theme of where they come from. This doesn't happen in the other arcs of the series, which is why Trails in the Sky is truly special. It's dynamic. Even though it's a prologue to the franchise, the Sky arc has a solid story with a beginning, middle and end, providing a beautiful conclusion for all its characters, making everything very satisfying. It's personally my favorite arc in the series, and also the favorite of the Falcon president. Yes, he has good taste. You valued it in an interview. For me, it's the healthiest arc of all, at the peak of Falcon as a company, with the best staff members and everything living in harmony. Well, for context, things are not like this in Falcon nowadays, so this is why this arc is really special for this part. Well, this is a complete trilogy with a brilliant theme. When you finish the second game, after the grand climax of Trails in the Sky, which was Trails in the Sky SC, the second game, there is a third game, a sequel, and you wonder, what more is there to tell? Hasn't the story practically ended in the second game? I hope they can pull off such an epic climax like this again. Bro, this isn't a normal game, this is freaking Trails. Falcon delivers a dark, heavy game, shifting tone, filled with trauma and mysterious storyline, completely isolated from the outside world. This is the power of Nihon Falcon. Just look at how smart they've always been in crafting this story. How do you follow up a game after such an epic legendary experience like Trails SC? By delivering a sharp contrast. After this third game concludes, I can say that this arc breathes classic fantasy and is the soul of Trails.
まずは動力爆弾の撤去。そのままゲート前で隊員たちの突入を阻止する。エイドスの加護。くれぐれも気をつけてくれ。はい。
The second arc, Cross Bell. The second arc, Trails from Zero and Trails from Azure, forms the Crossbell arc. with a very different theme from the first arc. We are now in a urban center that will bring conflicts and that will change the entire continent of Zemuria, where the tragic story takes place. Yes, this is the name of the continent. This is the story of protagonist Lloyd Bunnings and the members of Special Support Section, the SSS. We investigate crimes and conspiracies in Crossbell, an autonomous state located in the middle of Zemuria, bordering the two major powers of the continent, Erebonia and Calvard. And believe me, this will be a key point in this arc. Yes, the fact that it's bordering two major powers. This game is the one that changed the Trials franchise forever. Yes, it was this one, nothing else, as it was here where all the connections and linkages began to happen. Things that would eventually connect all the games were responsible for definitely expanding the series to its maximum. Everything happens here. It's no wonder that Trails from Azure is considered one of the greatest games of all time. It's undoubtedly the most solid arc and sequel in the entire series, the Crossbell arc. Man, I swear, the ending of Trails to Azure is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in fiction. It's absolutely cinema masterpiece. It has a solid cast of characters and that is presented from start to finish. Crossbell changed the series forever, not just for these reasons but also because it shifted the franchise focus to something else, politics. From here on, the arcs start to focus more on political conflicts and less on direct confrontations with that organization. I won't be talking the name here. This game is the main reason why you should play the franchise in release order, to get the best experience and maximize the shock factor, because the number of twists and revelations in this game is something I've never seen before, and even today I've never seen anything like it. Yes, everything from here on will be different in this series. The third arc, Trials of Cold Steel. This arc is presented by student Rin Schwarzer. I hope my German is good. Rin Schwarzer. This arc has an interesting concept, as half of it occurs simultaneously with the events in Crossbell, so it's like seeing two different worldviews. This time we are in Erebonia and Rin and his classmates from Class 7 explore political and social conflicts while the nation is on the brink of civil war. The story delves into themes of class struggle and revolution, and we are here on the edge of the climax of The Legend of Heroes. It's the longest arc in the franchise and also the one that expands the world of the series the most, as Erebonia is an immense empire. It's also the first 3D game featuring very good mechanics. It's an arc with its controversial points, but for me it ages very well, especially due to its gameplay. Not only that, but deep down it's a good story in my opinion. It provides a satisfying conclusion for the protagonist Rin as a character, and I will say more, this arc undoubtedly has the best antagonist in the entire series. So, for those who dislike it, it's understandable, but please don't overlook the good points of Cold Steel. I will go as far as to say it should be a controversial game because I consider it a great arc, and practically on the same level as all the others for everything it built. It was a game that expanded the series significantly, with an excellent cast of characters. There are many characters, but I like almost all of them. Very nice, Cold Steel, thank you for this journey. Yeah, my self-insert was here. Thank you, Rin. Never mind, my self-insert is Joshua. Yes, he's just like me for real, for real. The fourth arc, Trails to Daybreak. This arc is still in release and is presented by the protagonist Van Arkride. It's the most different in the series. This time you are neither heroes nor villains but are in the grey area, in the middle. It has a darker and more unique tone within the series, featuring a more mature writing. This arc finally takes place in Calvard, the other major power of the continent after Rebonia. I've only played the first game so far, and as it's a releasing arc, there isn't much I can go into detail about, but Trials to Daybreak is highly loved by the community and is considered one of the best in the franchise, with many even considering it the salvation of Trials after the controversial Cold Steel arc. Also, Falcon's graphical evolution is clear in this game. Everything is much smoother, making it a joy to both watch and play. It feels like Falcon has finally achieved the 3D style they always wanted. The gameplay now blends action RPG elements with turn-based combat mechanics, a new idea that Falcon introduced and that I found very interesting. The rest of the gameplay stays true to the series, maintaining the same traditions as the other games. The series currently consists of 4 arcs, like the ones I just said, and is approaching its conclusion. The head of Falcon has been clear for some time that the Legend of Heroes Trials will last at most another 5 years, as the story is indeed coming to an end. Damn, what really stands out about Trials is how all the arcs connect. Events and characters from one arc often influence subsequent arcs. The franchise is a tapestry of interconnected stories where the actions and decisions of characters have a lasting impact. This interconnection creates an immersive and rich experience, where each game adds a new layer to the global narrative. As I mentioned, this is a living world, as if it were our own, and things are always happening. This series is for me the best JRPG of all time because it executes everything that other JRPGs do, but in a more complete and better way, to be honest. Like, it excels in character development, with characters of various layers or very complex, or even those very well executed. It's excellent in plot and twists, which was definitely proven in the Crossbow arc being a masterpiece, and its great advantage is its world building, where everything takes place within a single continent, making the story very complete. So like, yes, this is a colossus of the JRPGs. This is the great advantage Trials has over any other of the genre. If you haven't had the chance to dive into the world of Trials, you are missing out on one of the most profound and engaging experiences in the JRPGs. With a complex narrative and a living world, the Trials franchise offers an experience that few games can match. What's your favorite game in the Trials series? Leave it in the comments and share your experience with the games. Or was it your first time seeing anything about Trials? Well, then please go play it for the love of God. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and see you next time.